محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله عليه وسلم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وآله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهداه. أما بعد. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We're still discussing the long list of adhkar we say before going to bed. And this shows you how Islam puts a lot of emphasis on worshipping only Allah the Almighty. This is who you worship. This is who you depend upon. So hadith number 111, the Prophet ﷺ said,
اللهم أسلمت نفسي إليك وفوضت أمري إليك ووجهت وجهي إليك وألجأت ظهري إليك رغبة ورهبة إليك لا ملجأ ولا منجى منك إلا إليك آمنت بكتابك الذي أنزلت وبنبيك الذي أرسلت.
If you take to your bed, or if you go to your bed, then perform ablution, lie on your right side, and then supplicate. This is an instruction to one of his companions to do the following. Perform wudu, go to your bed, and lie on your right hand side. What to say? The Prophet said, alayhi sallam, O Allah, I submit my soul unto you, and I entrust my affair unto you, and I turn my face towards you, and I totally rely on you, in hope and in fear of you. Verily, there is no refuge nor safe haven from you except with you. I believe in your book which you have revealed and in your prophet whom you have sent. The Prophet said, if you die, you will die upon the fitrah, meaning that this is your pass to paradise with the grace of Allah if you die upon them. And not only that, the Prophet stated in another hadith that make sure that these are the last words you utter before you sleep. So you may say this dua, and then you say to your wife, listen, tomorrow we have to go and bring so-and-so. And you go back to sleep, repeat the dua again. Because if it's the last thing you say, this would, with the grace of Allah, ensure that you will be having this pass that would allow you to enter Jannah with the grace of Allah, because you have died upon Tawheed. Hadith 112. Mother Aisha says that the Prophet ﷺ used to say at night if he turned during sleep,
لا إله إلا الله الواحد القهار رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما العزيز الغفار.
None has the right to be worshipped except Allah, the One, Al-Qahhar, Lord of the heavens and the earth and all between them, the exalted in might and the oft forgiving. What a beautiful dua that the Prophet ﷺ used to say. The one who subdues all of his creation, and all of the creations are subservient to him Azza wa Jal, and nothing can move without his will. When did the Prophet ﷺ say these words? When he used to turn while asleep. So this is not part of the dua of going to bed, but what you should say when you are turning over side to side while asleep. One would say, Sheikh, we're asleep, we don't know, and we're not aware of what we're saying. Well, yes and no. Lots of people, when they turn, they get few seconds of awareness. And if you're lucky and successful and guided by Allah, you would be able to remember Him and say this beautiful dua, La ilaha illallah al-wahid. And we spoke about al-wahid, one of Allah's names. Al-qahhar, the subduer. رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما العزيز الغفار. Then, hadith number 113. The Prophet ﷺ used to supplicate Allah and says,
أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من غضبه وعقابه وشر عباده ومن همزات الشياطين وأن يحضرون.
I take refuge in the perfect words of Allah. We've mentioned what are the perfect words of Allah, and that is His Quran and the commands and whatever Allah Azza wa Jal says. I seek or I take refuge in the perfect words of Allah from His anger and punishment. Anger. Does Allah become angry? The answer is yes. But Allah's anger is not like ours. Our anger is a deficiency, while Allah's anger is a sign of perfection from the one who owns and possesses everything in this universe. So we seek refuge in Allah Azza wa Jal from His anger and punishment, and from the evil of His servants, and from the madness and appearance of the devils. What madness? This refers to seizures, refers to insanity that can be caused by the possession of devils. May Allah protect us all. So the Prophet is seeking refuge in Allah Azza wa Jal and in His perfect words from all of these things. And Allah's anger is His hellfire. Allah's anger can be portrayed in His punishment in this life when we receive calamities or some tribulations that are apparently due and caused by our own shortcomings and our own sins. All of this indicates that we have to frequently and continuously ask Allah for forgiveness and seek His repentance. This is all the time we have. Until we meet next time, I leave you fi amanillah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sallallahu ala Muhammad, sallallahu ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.